This Gamescom has been absolutely massive for Xbox, and one of the biggest reveals has been for the Xbox ROG Ally. Xbox fans have been waiting for a true handheld experience to match Game Pass, and now we finally have all the details. Honestly, I am pretty hyped for this thing, as it looks like a serious contender to not only the Steam Deck, but also to the Nintendo Switch 2 when it comes to gaming on the go. So today I'm going to be breaking down the 10 things you need to know about the Xbox ROG Ally, and why it might just be the handheld that you've been waiting for. With that, my name is Fletcher, and this is Xbox Nation, and let's jump right into it. Right out of the gate, Xbox has given us two very different models of the Ally, the base Ally and the Ally X. Now, this is a smart move because it kind of mirrors what we've seen in the console space with the Xbox Series S and X. One entry point that's more affordable, and then one premium device that goes all out power. The base Ally is powered by AMD Ryzen Z2A chip, 16GB of RAM, and a 512GB SSD. It's then backed by a 60Wh battery and aims for smooth 720p gameplay at up to 120 frames per second. That puts it right in line currently with the current Steam Deck, but with a little extra polish in terms of battery optimization. The Ally X though, well, that's the beast. It uses AMD's Z2 Extreme processor with 16 RDNA 3.5 GPU cores. It also has a neural processing unit for AI-powered upscaling, a huge 24GB of RAM, and double the storage at 1TB. Oh, you're also wondering about the battery? It's a chunky 80Wh battery pack that's made for long-haul sessions. This one though is designed to hit 1080p at 120fps, making it one of the most powerful handhelds that we've ever seen. So whether you just want a Game Pass machine that's portable, or you just want the closest thing to a desktop PC in handheld form, then Xbox has you covered. Now, this is where it gets really exciting. Xbox has announced the Handheld Compatibility program, and this is going to save us so much time and frustration. Basically, Xbox has been working with developers to test games specifically for handheld performance. When you go into your library, you'll be able to see badges like handheld optimized or mostly compatible. Basically, optimized means that you're good to go, the controls are mapped, the text is readable, and everything is fine-tuned for the Ally. Mostly compatible though means that it will run, but you might have to tweak a setting or two. It's the same philosophy that Valve uses with the Steam Deck, but now with Xbox's huge Game Pass library and PC catalog behind it. Here's the kicker though, you'll also see a Windows performance fit indicator, so you'll know exactly how well a game is expected to run on your device. There's no guesswork, no trial and error, it's just get down and play your games. I do have a question for you though, would you want this compatibility program expanded to all gaming handhelds, even outside of Xbox? You'll have to let me know down below. Next up, both versions of the Ally are shipping with Asus Armory Crate and Command Center as well. This isn't a new feature if you've seen the current ROG Ally handhelds, but it's still a quite awesome feature to have. You get 3 power modes to choose from, that being silent mode, which is perfect for indie titles and maximizing your battery life, performance mode, which then balances visuals and power for most games, and then you have the turbo mode, which unleashes the full beast for AAA titles. Though fair warning, turbo mode does chew through your battery faster. It's great because you then get to decide what's important in that current moment. If you want to game for hours on a trip, then stick to silent or performance. At home on the couch with a charger plugged in, blast it onto turbo and just enjoy. Here's one of my favourite details though. Microsoft is overhauling the experience on Windows 11 for the Ally. You can actually set up the Xbox app as your default launcher, and it looks bloody fantastic. So instead of booting into a clunky Windows desktop like you currently do on the existing Allies, you instead boot straight into an Xbox-like home screen. It's very clean, controller-friendly, and optimized just for gaming. The system even reduces background processes, freeing up more power for your games. Even multitasking is getting a brand new refresh. Holding the Xbox button brings up a simplified task view, letting you quickly swap between apps or games with the sticks and bumpers. Also, if you do need access to the normal Windows desktop, it's still just a button away. This is Xbox's way of saying, yes, this is a PC, but we still want it to feel like a console. Honestly, that's exactly what a handheld like this really does need, especially when appealing to the console market. This next feature is where the Ally X really pulls ahead of the regular Ally. Thanks to its built-in neural processing unit, the Xbox Ally X will support hardware-level AI upscaling. Microsoft is basically calling this feature Enhanced Play, and it's basically like Nvidia DLSS or AMD's FSR, but baked right right into the device. The idea is pretty simple at the gate. Games render at a lower resolution, then AI reconstructs the image so it looks sharper and also smoother. That means higher frame rates, less heat, and longer battery life without losing your visual quality. The base Ally unfortunately won't have this chip, but don't worry, both devices are still going to benefit from future updates like advanced shader delivery, improved docking features, and so much more. This is a device that Xbox clearly wants to support long term and not just as a launch. Okay, let's clear up some confusion as well. The Ally isn't a console, it's a Windows PC. That means you can't just stick in a disc or boot the console versions of Xbox games natively, and I've seen so much confusion online regarding this output. But here's the good news, you can still stream your console games through Xbox Cloud Gaming or via Remote Play. When it does come to native games though, the Ally does run everything supported on Windows, that being Xbox Play Anywhere titles, PC Game Pass, Steam, Epic, Ubisoft Connect, and so much more. Xbox Play Anywhere is a big feature alone that does add over 1,000 games that just show up in your library at no extra cost, especially if you've already purchased them on your Xbox console. Honestly, that's such huge value and gives the Ally one of the most versatile gaming libraries of any handheld on the market. What I will be making you aware of is that in any future video here on the channel, I will be marking any games that are coming up with the Xbox Play Anywhere icon, so you know which ones will be coming to your handhelds. Speaking of libraries though, this might be my favourite quality of life feature. The Ally unifies all of your games, that being Steam, Game Pass, Ubisoft, Epic, into one shared library. No more bouncing between launchers to find what you want, as everything is neatly in one place, with icons actually showing you which service that the game belongs to. It even prioritizes your recently played games so you can jump back into them instantly. This small detail really makes the Ally feel like a console. All your games are in one spot, no matter where you bought them. It's the kind of polish that the Steam Deck doesn't fully offer at this moment in time, and I think gamers will really love this one. In terms of launch details, both versions of the Ally are now dropping on the 16th of October, and pre-orders are expected to go live sometime this September, and honestly, that's right around the corner. As for pricing though, Xbox still hasn't locked down that officially yet. Leaks do suggest that the base Ally will be priced competitively against the Steam Deck, whilst the Ally X will land slightly higher thanks to its expanded specs and AI features, and is looking like it could be around the $800 to $900 mark. It's classic Xbox strategy though, give players an affordable entry point while still offering a premium model for you enthusiasts. I would be curious though, which camp are you in? More the budget friendly option or max performance? Xbox though has been pretty clear about who each model is really aimed at. The base Ally is designed for 720p players and people who really do want some accessibility, Game Pass on the go, and a handheld that doesn't break the bank. The Ally X on the other hand is for those who want no compromises, 1080p gaming, longer battery life, and AI upscaling to keep it really future-proof. Big titles like Indiana Jones and Gears of War Reloaded are already being shown off on the Ally X, and recently Jason Ronald went on the podcast and did say that this Ally X is an absolute beast and will handle all of these games with no problem at all. Of course though, both of them will play today's biggest games. It just depends on whether you're okay with dialing back the fidelity on the base model, or if you want that absolute cutting edge in handheld tech. And here's the cherry on top, Xbox won't be stopping at its launch. Asus and Xbox have already stated that more features are already on the way, including advanced shader delivery. This allows games to basically preload shaders during their download, so they launch faster and run smoother. Essentially, there'll be no more long stutters the first time you boot up, and honestly, that's such a godsend for all of us over on PC. At launch, only some games will support this feature, but more will be added over time. Do remember though that the Ally isn't locked into one ecosystem. You can install games locally, stream them from the cloud, or even remote play from another Xbox console in your house. The level of flexibility is what is really going to set the Xbox Ally apart from other handhelds. It's not just a basic handheld at launch, it's a device that Xbox plans to keep evolving for years to come. So those are the 10 things that you need to know about the Xbox ROG Ally and Xbox ROG Ally X. From two distinct models to unified libraries, to also future updates that make it even faster. This really is the handheld that's shaping up to be something truly special. But I now want to hear from you. Are you going to be grabbing the base Ally or spring for the Ally X? And do you think this could rival the Steam Deck or even the Nintendo Switch for your portable playtime? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe. Also, do stay tuned here on Xbox Nation for more news, deep dives, and anything else within the Xbox realm. And whilst you're here, why don't you check out my most recent video on screen now? I did cover the amazing sales that are going on in the Xbox store right now, and there's a lot of bargains you need to take advantage of.